Hello, this is Whatcast, and I am Matt. So today, I would probably say there is one of the biggest bellends from the Flat Earth community. KIng Niko, right? This person popped up on Will Duffy's final live stream, and someone told me this, someone that's followed me for a while. Shout out to Neil. And I've found where it begins. I haven't yet watched it, but I know this bloke's always good value. I don't know if he's serious. Surely he can't be, but let's check it out. KIng Niko talking to... is he going to have a picture up? Let's hope he comes on the camera.
This is none other than KIng Niko.
Yay!
Are you there? You're muted.
I'm here.
Hello.
Good to see you, Will.
Yes, good to see you.
Let me just turn my volume up. But yeah, what a time. I can't believe you're saying farewell. You only just got here, so I was hoping you'd be...
Yeah. You only just got here over a year ago and took a load of people to Antarctica last December and disproved Flat Earth. And now in September, you're going. So you only just got here.
Around much longer. It was the only experiment you've done, so to call it the final one is kind of funny because you should...
Yeah, it's the only one you've done, just the 12. Just the 12 crushing experiments and observations in Antarctica there, Niko, compared to your 0. None.
Have to run it at least 100 more times or more to be able to get...
Yeah, run it 100 more times. You can go, Niko. Why don't you just find 99 flat earthers and then for the next 99 years send one of the twats down to Antarctica to look at the sun go round their heads again and a fucking again.
Get to the final experiment, but thanks for doing it anyway because you showed the desperation of the globe Earth and how...
Yeah, desperation by going to actually do something to shut pricks like you up. It's just desperation.
Threatened you are by the traction of flat earth, or now biblical flat earth is rising and dominating.
Yeah, dominating. All them numbers are going way up, I assume. Not just like 100 per video like you've all got.
TikToks and social medias all around. So it's impressive that...
TikToks, yeah. There's some brain surgeons on TikTok, like that bitch that was getting absolutely hammered by Nathan Oakley trying to be his best friend called, fuck knows what his name was. He was so irrelevant, I can't even remember his name now. Australian bloke. And all of the other dickheads like Geocentric or whatever his name is.
You were chosen to come and perform this Psyop, whether it was in the Vegas Sphere or the Amazon studios.
Oh, a Psyop. Yeah, I've learned a new phrase. Psyop, it's a Psyop, everything's a Psyop.
But very, very fun to see. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be farewell, but yeah.
Do you, man,
I love the way he says everything was fun to see. Was absolutely crushed by this, with no rebuttals whatsoever.
Struggling to find a flat earther that has a single piece of evidence for flat earth. Do
Exactly, none.
you?
Apart from the Holy Bible and just, what we see with our eye and experience here in the world.
Or like the 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Is enough proof of flat earth as opposed to proof of a globe earth and the science that they describe about that. But I'm not going to argue with you about that now.
Because you can't.
What? And stuff like that. But yeah.
Do you believe in bacteria?
I don't believe in the germ theory, but bacteria exist, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. The KIng Niko is like the ultimate flat earther. Everything's fake. Everything's a science. But he's the smart one that's figured it all out. Germ theory is wrong as well. Everything's wrong. It's not real. And he knows it. It doesn't matter. Like all of science, all of physics, wrong. KIng Niko, right.
Well, I don't see bacteria with my naked eye, so I don't believe in them, I guess.
Right. Well,
that sounds like your position.
Well, I survived the greatest scam on earth in the last couple of years when they were forcing and telling people that, yeah, you would pretty much be dead if you didn't follow the rules and wear a mask and stay 6 foot, pretty much. Defied every one of those rules, and I'm still here, so...
But why do you believe in bacteria if you can't see them?
Well, microscopically, under a microscope, you can see it's there and know it exists. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? When we go to the micro, we use microscopes. When we go to the macro, we use telescopes.
Boom.
Okay, and when in the telescope, what you're looking at is not the same as the images that are shown and generated CGI, whatever. But yeah, people have looked through.
Oh my God. He's going to say that thing about they look like they're underwater and moving around when people try and zoom in with a Flurf 1 million. He's going to say that thing, isn't he?
Camera lenses and telescopes, and we've seen stars or so-called planets up close and doing all kinds of morphing and stuff, like they're in water. So that
He said the thing.
pretty much shows that they cannot be solid objects.
I always say this to people: if there's water above the non-existent firmament, right? What's the container for the water? Because water requires a container, as they always say. So where's the container that's holding the water above the firmament? Is there two other sides going up from the firmament to keep the water contained in the firmament, or are we just this weird ball? Well, no, sorry, a semicircle, like a terrarium, just sitting within loads of water, endless water. Is that what it is? That sounds way more believable than space.
That have atmospheres and ozone layers and land and mass, right? So, so you can't be running away so soon. There's not much that you've done to
running away. He's saying you're running away to the bloke that literally challenged the entire community to a debate a week before this, and King Niko didn't turn up for it.
To prove, but to show the desperation that the globe Earth needs to be, a thing constantly. So
every observation matches the globe. It's over.
Right.
It's over.
So, if you say so, but yeah, I feel there's a lot more to come. So
yeah, there's a lot more to come.
No, you can fuck off.
Myself and a lot of other flat earthers, pretty sure Flatzoid, and to mention a bunch of others. Well,
yeah, go and mention the others. Roger, by any chance? Because he's going to go and do his own experiment, Roger. Chewy, is he? Roger and Chewy, that's who he's... where's Chewy? Roger and Chewy he's referring to, that's the... and Flatzoid.
We'll make sure it's not the final experiment, and you're not
Flatzoid, he's a reliable source.
Gonna get away that easy and just say that it's dead and it's finished and it's over.
It is.
It's really cute seeing all the paid ops coming on and saying, oh my God, this is beautiful, rest in peace, flat earth. But
that cracks me up, right, when he says things like that, because I don't know if people know much about my past or whatever, but I don't just hand wave dismiss conspiracy theories. I was quite a conspiracy theorist. I was never a flat earther. But the sort of things that turned me off of conspiracy theories was pricks like this. Whenever I disagreed with what the cult were telling me, I was obviously paid off. And I was on this. I was the third guest on this farewell live stream. With Will Duffy, and no fucker paid me a penny to be there. I just clicked the link and went there. I wish they'd paid me. Will's got a bit of cash. So if he's paid everyone else off, I'm pissed off about this, Will. I want about 50 grand for coming on and telling you that you did a good job.
It's been very much entertaining.
Yeah, nice fake like that. It's entertaining.
Well, Flatzoid changed the name of his channel, and he doesn't talk about Flat Earth anymore, so you might need to find someone else.
Yeah, that's another lot of bullshit.
Well, but that's because what you did exposed the infiltrated Flat Earth movement overrun by ops, just like, Jaren, of course, very well. So,
oh, my God.
How dare you?
So he realized that, this isn't something he wants to be a part of, and to separate and be a biblical flat earther, right? So, and we've always existed. I was always here, but was never really into the flat earth movement because of Dave Weiss, and I don't get along with those characters, right? Because they do give off, like police vibes,
No true Scotsman. No one's a real flat earther other than me and Twatzoid and Chewy.
Ops, secret agents, right? So,
well, how about this? Since you brought up the Bible, Genesis 1:5 says, so the evening and the morning were the first day. The sun had not yet been created. So what is a day in Genesis before the sun is created?
Well, it was darkness. So there was everything was without void, right? But as you know,
What a load of bollocks.
the firmament was created. So you keep missing out that part. The creation of the sun and the moon were created at the same time, equally. They are equal. The sun was the greater light to rule the day, and the moon is a lesser light for the night. So,
Oh, really? That's weird, that, because I never see the sun at night, and I always see the moon during the day. So why's the moon there if it was there to just rule the night?
But what's a day before the sun is created? I can explain that on the globe. It's one rotation of the globe. I don't think flat Earth has...
Why's the side of the moon that you can always see during the day as well? Always the side that's facing the direction of where the sun is. Strange, that, isn't it? Because it's not the sun that's lighting it up, but it's just coincidence.
Say that though. That doesn't say anything about what a day is before the sun and moon were created. There was no rotation. Everything was
It's all bollocks anyway.
still and firm in its place, immovable, I believe it says.
It doesn't say that in Genesis 1. So I think you should just say, I don't have an answer for what a day is before the sun is created.
But it definitely does not say there was rotation or angular or tilt or anything of the sort. So definitely
we figured that out.
Immovable, firmament, dome. So yeah, the stars are in the sky, so not in across the universe, light years away. So the science is definitely...
If there is a flat Earth Psyop, the Psyop has got to be dickheads like this being pushed into the flat Earth community to make the rest of them a laughing stock, surely.
Where people need to look into more, because it's pretty much created by man to pretty much refute the Bible and the truth that it says, to make it look like fantasy and the science look like the truth. But the truth is of the science is that it's constantly manipulated.
Well, when I talk to people who know Hebrew, specifically Jews, they tell me that rakia does not mean dome, and it never has. So that's an unfortunate thing that flat earthers have said. And again, the flat earthers that say that don't know Hebrew.
They don't care because they just repeat what each other say while calling everyone else regurgitating stuff and indoctrinated.
Correct. I only speak English, and I have spoken about the Hebrew word of rakia and what it refers to, and I have said that it does translate to a solid, firm dome.
Yeah, but nobody cares because you're wrong.
So why does someone who doesn't know Hebrew have a correct translation in your mind?
I'm just saying that's the translation I get from whatever sources I'm using, and obviously a Jewish
Flatearth.com.
person that speaks the language in the modern day is saying something different, but I believe that the language has been changed and manipulated. Even a lot of English words today mean something different that they didn't mean back then. So who's to say?
Historically, Jews did not think it meant a dome. So if you want to go look for something that doesn't exist, you can, but you'll never find it.
Nice. So what's coming next, Will?
The next person that wants to talk to me. This is it. This is the farewell live stream.
Farewell for sure. Okay, so if we were to come up and actually have more proof to pile up on the mountains of evidence we have that TFE was manipulated.
Yeah, the mountains of evidence it was manipulated. We're not going to present any of this evidence. We're not going to come to last week's live stream when everyone was invited to come and present this evidence. We're not going to do any of that, but we've got it. It's there. Just trust me. And when we compile all this, when you go, we're then going to say that you ran away from this overwhelming evidence because we're such truthers and the truth matters.
To force the results of this experiment, like are you going to remain hidden? Is there a way to bring you back to explain yourself, or you know what I mean?
There's plenty of channels that'll talk to you. I'm done.
All right, it's good to know.
Okay, thank you, man.
All right.
The cocky face on him.
Mute, you stupid bastard.
Yep, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, well, I don't know who this bloke is. There was King Niko there.
Bounty balls, mate.
What do we think about King Niko? He is like the ultimate flirt, isn't he? He's like a parody of himself. Sitting there with the confident smirk whilst knowing absolutely nothing, with no evidence for anything. He got crushed, by the way. I don't know where this is, somewhere on YouTube, by Globey McGlobeface. They had a debate one-on-one, and he just got made an absolute fool of, probably more so than Weiss versus Professor Dave. And he's still got the balls or the stupidity to still be on YouTube trying after that. Let me know what you think. Cheers. Please subscribe and all of the other stuff. See you later.